The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside head Carson-Newman soccer coach Richard Moodie, I'm Mark and Sarah on seeingeagles.com. And coach, your team coming off a really difficult loss to Young Harris at home. What have you seen from your team in terms of trying to bounce back from that defeat?
They obviously just we picked up another couple of injuries there on Wednesday, and of course we had some injuries from Saturday. So for the guys right now, I think reality's kind of set in that to where now we're just kind of chasing, trying to get into the South Atlantic Conference tournament. And so for us, I think you win and you learn. You don't win and lose. And for us, there was a lesson in the defeat on Wednesday and how to win a game like that. But we're still really young with the boys too. We graduate 10, and so I think the biggest thing that we're trying to develop with the group is just the leadership qualities, because again, we're all looking around for leadership, and the likes of those guys that have graduated, the Wellows, the Wards, Stuart Oliver, just to name a few. But so for us, I think right now we're just trying to grow in that aspect as a team and the maturity level in the locker room. And I think, if we can get that right, then it'll build a foundation for us to build on. So.
Now, even some of the defeats you suffered, most of them have been by just one goal. Does that help to kind of know that your team really is really close to winning a lot of these games?
Yes and no, because I think for us as staff, we're seeing it as like, did we do enough with recruiting? Did we get everyone in? And you feel bad for the players that will graduate this year, for us to have been in the games. But, again, nobody remembers second place either. So for us, it just takes a goal to win a game, and it's not good enough from us to be losing some of the games that we've lost this year, regardless if it's just a goal. So the guys need to realise that, and they need to hear that too. So, but for us, we've got a great team, and I think we're capable of a big result. I think we're capable of beating a Wingate. We're capable of beating a Tusculum, just as we were capable of winning these one-goal games. But again, for us, it almost sounds like a pity party and a violin story, but the luck's not being on our side. And I think for us, if we give up now, it's not going to do anyone any favour. So we've got to come out swinging on Saturday and really have a right good go at it and realise there's points at stake, and that's what we're playing for right now. So for us, it's not about anything other than just trying to make sure we can extend our season and play hard for these seniors that have given everything to us.
Now, obviously, this is a really big challenge for your team on Saturday, playing a really excellent Wingate team. What are the things you guys need to do in order to be able to get a win on Saturday?
Show up would be a good way to start, and I think we're capable of it. I thought you look at the Young Harris game, we controlled the game. I thought at times they were excellent and maybe struggled to play on our field. But for us, going there is tough. Playing against a good team's tough, with the mentality that we've got is tough. So I think for us, it's just coming out and believing and knowing that we can do it. We're going to stand behind these guys 110%. I think we're good enough to win these games. Like I said, we've had to dig deep and get into the squad. We're a little bit deeper in our squad than what we'd maybe liked to have been at this point in the season. But these players that are now going to be in the lineup for Saturday, they just have to learn how to. That's why they're here, and they've been asking for these chances and opportunities to play. Now they need to make the most of them. So it's going to be a tough game for sure on Saturday. But again, for our guys, we ask that they come out 110% and see if we can pick up a result on the road.
Does it help a little bit having the fact that you beat these guys here last year? Does that help with not being intimidated at all by this, by the way the team has played this year?
Yeah, they're going to be a good team regardless. They've had a couple of close results as well. I mean, the Brevard result, the LMU result, they've had a few close calls, and great teams always find a way to win, and we often tell the guys that. But, us beating them as bad as we did last year might have been a bad thing, for this year. But for us, I think, we're not scared to play anybody. I'm not scared to play anybody, and I think our players need to be the same. It's the beautiful thing about this game is not always the best team wins. We perhaps might have felt that way this year with a few of our losses, that maybe we were the better team and we didn't win these games. And so, how did that happen and why did that happen? And so for us, we just need to go with the mentality, knowing, tactically, are we disciplined enough? Do we know what the execution needs to be, or do we know how to execute the game plan tactically for us to win these games? But there's no doubt about it. We're getting on a bus on Saturday to win a game. So we're going to go there and give it our all.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, man.
He's Richard Moodie. I'm Mark and Sarah. This is seeingeagles.com.